It's me, it's Scoob, it's your commissioner. I'm coming off of a loss. My heart is broken. I'm still picking up the pieces, but I'm going to do the best I can with what I've got. Which brings me to this. This is a good league. I play in a lot of leagues. I've played in a lot of different leagues through the years. And one thing I've always noticed about this league is that whenever you get news about a player that, is the waiver wire pickup or the guy that needs to be picked up, every time I go to see where that player is, almost without a doubt, he's already on somebody's roster in this league. This week, the second I got word about Seattle at the time was the one that was looking into Antonio Brown. I went to our league, opened it up, searched for Antonio Brown, and Bubba had already picked him up, and that was, days before he signed with the Bucks. So, I just wanted to kind of mention that because this is a solid league, and we've got some good players in it, and people that pay attention, which I appreciate. It makes it a lot more fun. And the other thing I'll say is right now, it's still anybody's game. 6 teams out of 12 go to the playoffs, and 75% of the teams in this league are sitting at 3-3, right? We got we've got a few teams, at 1-5. I think we got 2 teams at 1-5, and we got 1 team at 5-1. Everybody else is just clumped right there in the middle. So again, man, it is just it's going to be anybody's game to break into the playoffs, and once we're into the playoffs, anything goes, right? So keep setting those lineups, keep playing the waiver wire. This week's matchups, I'm going to start off with 2 of our 1-5 teams. We've got the 52 ball scratch, our returning champion, going up against the Fayetteville River Rats. 52 ball scratch got their first win last week. They've been coming close a couple, the past few weeks, and just, barely losing. They pulled out the W over Everyone Is Broken this past week. And they're, like I said, they're going against the Fayetteville River Rats, who lost a close one. It was, I think, 2 points to Trash Pandas. And, Josh of Fayetteville River Rats going against Chris Warren of the Trash Pandas, man. Those are the 2 best waiver wire guys going against each other. So that was a tough battle. Anyways, like I said, 52 ball scratch, Fayetteville River Rats. This ought to be a tight one. We'll see where it goes. Next, we've got the Lloyd Dobler Express coming off a come-from-behind Monday Night Miracle win over my wife's Gridiron, Kenyon Drake and Kyler Murray. That's all I need to say about that win right there. Made up a huge deficit with those 2 guys, came back and won. And it was a solid win at that. Katie woke up to find out that she'd lost late in the game. And Dobler Express is going against the Trash Pandas, who I just talked about. They had that 2-point win over the Fayetteville River Rats. So that ought to be a pretty good matchup. Now, this next one, man. I called for it in the video. Hopefully, everybody except for Drum, chanted, let's go Riverside Smash. And they did it. They smashed. They came in as the Giant Killers and knocked the old Memphis Mains down a peg or 2. That's right. They got the win over the only undefeated, now defeated team in the league. Unfortunately, I have to play them this week. Why is it every time an undefeated team gets knocked off, they play me the following week, and I end up getting punished for it? I don't understand. It's just not fair. Why me? Nonetheless, Riverside Smash, man, congrats. That was a heck of a win. And they are in a tough one against the wife's team, the Gridiron. Carson Wentz went off on Thursday, so she's got a bit of a lead right now, but I think they're still projected to be pretty tight. So Anyways, we're going to run to a quick commercial. We'll be right back, and I'll do the rest of the matchups. Y'all hang in there. See it in.
Floating in the summer sky, doop-a-doo, 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 doop-a-doo. I don't know the words to you, doop-a-doo, doop-a-doo.
Oh, we're back. All right, man. Those were some sweet tunes. Got to get that album. Gonna rock it. Oh yes. Oh yes. All right. Next matchup, we got Too Good For You coming off a big win, beating the Jive Turkeys. So a big one for Jackson there. He's going against Everyone Is Broken, formerly known as Sprinkles in the Freezer. Everyone Is Broken, tough loss to 52 Ball Scratch last week. So Michelle's probably hoping to get back in the W column. She is sitting at 3-3. Too Good For You sitting at 4-2. Another great matchup. Next, we got the football team Perry, who beat me. They, like the week before, football team Perry puts up like 30 points. And then when they play me, they come in and, yeah, put up a real number. This is just, it's the way my season's gone. This is my 2020, y'all. Like, you know, it is where I'm at. Nonetheless, football team Perry, got a big win over me last week. They were going against Jive Turkeys, like I said, coming off that loss against Jackson and Too Good For You. Ought to be a good one. Always a good one. Interesting to see when Bubba's going to be able to work Antonio Brown into the lineup. But I wouldn't think he would do it this week, but who knows? And last but not least, we've got my Lucille's Balls. Like I said, tough loss last week to the football team Perry. I had a lot of guys on bye. I had Melvin Gordon drunk driving. So I was kind of playing at a loss there, but just couldn't pull it together last week. Not sure this week's going to be any better for me because I'm going against the Memphis Mains. And as we all know, the Memphis Mains have been, running over everybody except for last week when they played the Riverside Smash. So those are our matchups. Hopefully it's going to be another great week. Hopefully we can get through this week without any major, COVID catastrophes, that sort of thing. But just keep your eye on your players and the matchups and the games and all of that good stuff. And, if you need to, if it's looking like a game might get rescheduled or something, email me your replacement players, that sort of thing. And last but not least, I think it's time that we take a moment to celebrate a fantasy great. Last week, he helped the 52 Ball Scratch get their first win of the season, only to find out he was going to be benched for Tua. That's right, you know the man I'm talking about. Whether magic or tragic, we all love some Fitzpatrick. Every one of us probably in this league has at some point or another either won thanks to Fitzpatrick or lost because of Fitzpatrick. And that could be either because he was on our team or we were playing against him, because the man can go from hero to zero in 2 seconds, but man, is he a lot of fun for fantasy football. So Ryan Fitzpatrick, you smart, brilliant, Harvard-educated, bearded man, we love you and we thank you for your service. For the rest of y'all, I will see you on the fantasy gridiron. Ah!